Hi guys, welcome back to another monthly haul. This is a monthly haul from January because I'm just kind of, I have a lot of things to do and I didn't have time to film this sooner, and also I had to like really use the palettes and the products that I'm gonna be talking about because I don't like to come in here and talk to you about something that I've only used once or twice. So I always give myself some time to actually use these products, and especially when it's like eyeshadows, I try to use every single shade in the palette at least 3 times. Sometimes I'm not able to do that, and if I notice that the formula is very similar throughout the whole palette, I don't need to do that, but I usually do like to do that. So yeah, I have a couple of palettes, a couple other products to share with you. Hopefully you'll enjoy that. And without further ado, let's just jump right into this video. Also, in case you're new here, hi, my name's Sasha. I love indie makeup, I love colorful makeup, I love eyeshadows, I love everything fun. And today we're gonna be focusing mostly on makeup, but I have a couple of hair care, skincare, fragrance, and stuff like that. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. Okay, so first up, I actually have my Spellcraft palette by Little Cosmetics. This one is so pretty. It has a beautiful sleeve. Then it's this kind of book-like faux leather type of packaging. The only thing for me, I've had it for like a month and a half, and no more than that, because I think I made the review, or like I uploaded the review on the 1st of January. So yeah, I've had that for over 2 months because I tried it before the end of December. But the clasp, I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of starting to tear up, which is not cool, but also like I was kind of expecting that to happen. I just hope that it's gonna be later on. This one is gorgeous. I love these shades. I wasn't able to use them too much because, first of all, for me this is a little bit darker palette, so I need to use it with something lighter, which is not a problem, and I was kind of counting on that when I was buying that. But also lately I've been a lot into purples and blues, but I've been into more like lighter looks or very bright looks, and these are either pretty dark or they're like kind of gray and murky, and that's not a bad thing. I do like that. It's just I'm usually a lot more into that in like November, or like end of September, beginning of November, and then kind of throughout the whole November, I guess. Usually that's kind of how I feel. So I've actually not used her too much. I've used her for 7 looks. A couple of these shades I've only used once, but a couple I've used multiple times. Like the shade Cauldron, I've used that like 5 times. Then a lot of them 2 to 3 times. I've only used the Amulet once, then the shade Sands, and the shade Incantation. I've only used that once, but it's kind of, I kind of know what I can expect from the formula. The mattes are all kind of the same. Like, they're wonderful, they're really nice. I do really enjoy working with them, and they're just like really nice. I would just, for my everyday use, I would probably use some pastels or like lighter shades with them. And then for the shimmers, you have a couple different formulas. So you have some like kind of more like chunkier and really sparkly ones. Then you have more like softer but very sparkly formula, and then you have the shade Hex, which is like very iridescent and more like the other ones are kind of more like metallic, really shiny, really like everything. It's the whole like disco, but the Hex is more like just soft sparkly sheen to it. So that's what I like about that shade, but I love them all. Like, they're just so wonderful. The Eldridge, so pretty. Like, it's such a gorgeous shade. I don't know how well you'll see that, but that shade makes me so happy. So I wish I would be able to use that one more. Maybe I'm gonna use her tomorrow with some of like my pastel pinks or lavender shades, because I kind of really do want to use her, but I just wasn't really able to do that too much recently. Then a palette I've used 6 times. I think we're at better statistics with that one. Is the new Salmone 2 Moonwish palette. I'm actually wearing the original Salmone today with a couple other products. But yeah, this is the Salmone 2. I love this one. Also the packaging. I love this packaging a lot more than the previous one, which I've loved the previous one, but this one is just so much nicer. And it's also that more like soft matte packaging that I love. And the color story is just so perfect. I like that it's a little bit more like like Salmon is sun and the moon, right? This one definitely feels a lot more sunnier and like springy, summery. This one feels a lot more like the end of summer or like the summer nights. And I just adore this color story. It's very beautiful. Love the shimmers. A couple of them are like a lot thicker, especially like the Pluto. And which one was that? Was the Mercury? No, the Mercury isn't. Meteor, maybe the Meteor actually. This gold one. They're like thicker and almost like almost jelly like. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's like a thicker jelly, like thick, almost glue actually. And yeah, these are slightly strange, but they look beautiful. They're very soft and very like wet, and they have a beautiful sheen to them, and they don't crease. I've had no creasing with this palette, at least from what I remember, and I don't have any, and I don't have like a note anywhere that would mention this. So yeah, I think it's a wonderful formula. I definitely think that they're improving. It's just that the texture is slightly different than what I'm used to from Udon's Eye. But I've used this palette, as I said, 6 times. I've used pretty much all the shades 3 times, couple 2 times, but that's about it. Most of them are 3 times, and I really love them. My favorite is obviously the bright yellow one called Star. I love the shade Crater. It's like a dusty pink kind of shade, and it looks so pretty in the palette. Love the shade Space and love the shade Lunar Eclipse. These are just so gorgeous, and my favorite shimmer, well, it's kind of hard to say, but I love Moonlight. It is that one. That one is so pretty, and obviously Pluto as well. But it's the formula, and like the feel of it. It's just kind of throwing me off. It's not uncomfortable. It's just different, and I'm kind of like suspicious. But I've had no issues with that one. Then I have this NYX Professional Makeup Bare With Me Blurring Tint Foundation in the shade 05 Vanilla. It's a really nice one. I feel like the vanilla will be really nice throughout like winter and spring. I don't know how much I'm gonna use it in summer because well, it's not like light for me, but it's definitely, I don't think it's gonna be my shade for the summer. That's all I'm gonna say, but it's a wonderful formula. I've used this one 3 times, which is not much, but you know, at least something. I rarely wear foundation. I usually only wear it like once a month, sometimes twice, but lately I've just been too tired to actually bother with something like that. But this one, like, first of all, I love the packaging. I love that it's small and easy and compact, and just, it's really nice. And it's a really nice formula. It sets itself. I don't have to put any powder on it, which I never like to do, so I'm grateful that I don't have to do that. And it doesn't really crease or anything. I have acne prone and a combination skin, so for me, a lot of things tend to crease or kind of look weird, especially in my T-zone and here, like in the center of my forehead and in between my brows. That's the most annoying area to put foundation on, and this one looked really nice from what I remember. So I would definitely recommend this. It's very inexpensive and it's so nice. Then I have this Tomas Arsov green tea conditioner that I bought recently. This one is supposed to be kind of for pretty much any type of hair. And I don't know if this is like for curly hair, but it feels really nice. It has a lot of different extracts, and it just makes the hair really smooth and like, you know, kind of fuller. So I do really enjoy that. And it smells wonderful. Like, it does smell like a green tea, which I love. I just love the smell of tea. So when I saw that, I just needed to buy that. And also, like, I really had no other conditioner to use over here, so I did really need that. Then a new fragrance that I'm actually really enjoying is the Adidas Vibes Happy Feels. This one is so nice. It has this kind of like a I don't know how I'd call this color, kind of almost like a coral going into this turquoisey color, and it is a very nice scent. I don't actually know how it's described. Let me try to find that. Okay, so this one, the main accords are citrus, white floral, fresh, spicy, and aromatic. That's how they describe that. And it's just a really nice fragrance. It's not too overpowering. It's not too sweet, but it's also not too spicy or too heavy. And yeah, I think this is gonna be my favorite summer scent. I think I'm gonna actually bring it to work to sit on my desk in like a month maybe, when it's gonna be a little bit warmer outside, because this one is kind of easy to store, compact, and also it's not too expensive. I'm definitely not gonna bring too expensive of a fragrance to work, but this one feels nice, and I'm really enjoying that one. Yeah, I'm trying to see all the notes. Grapefruit, jasmine, pink pepper. Yeah, like that's everything that I enjoy. So it felt like a really easy pick and kind of safe pick, and I really wanted to try this collection. I only have this one. I don't know if there's any other. I think one of them, I don't remember how it was called, but I think one of them was described as floral, so I definitely don't want floral. But if you know about any other ones from this collection that are more like spicy or like citrusy, fresh, let me know, and I'll try that one as well. But that's for the fragrance portion of this video. Then I have the two lens palettes. One is from Blend Bunny and one is from Glisten. It's the kind of double collab. I don't know how it would be called. But the Blend Bunny palette, which by the way is absolutely gorgeous, and I've used this one 7 times. It's mostly matte palette. It only has 2 shimmers, but the shimmers are so worth it, especially the shade Slay. Is that kind of like neutral base with green to seafoam to pinky purple shift. That one literally is worth like 11 different shimmers, and it can stretch so far. I've loved every single look that I've used with that I created with this. I've used that 3 times, I think. Yeah, I used this shade 3 times. The rest, most of them 2 times, couple 3 times, and I think there's one shade I only used once. Oh yeah, it's the graphic tee. I don't know how it happened that it's the green one, but I usually feel like I'm boring with using only greens all the time, which ends up causing which kind of ends up me never showing you any greens, because I'm always like paranoid that you're gonna think I'm only showing you greens all the time, and then I like never actually wear them, even though it's my favorite color. I just, I try not to be too predictable, so I just end up doing the craziest things. But this one is so pretty. The mattes are wonderful, so good. I love all these stones. I love that it's a colorful palette, but it's not rainbow. It's not, you know, it's not really a color story I've ever seen before, but it's also, it makes sense, at least to me. I can see so many looks with this, and it's just such a well curated color story. I love all of these shades. And there are also shades that I just really like to use in my collection. I use most of these on a daily basis. Like, I love yellows, I love greens. I've been enjoying using white. I love these tones of purples. I love these kind of tealy greens. These blues are like literally my favorite types of blues. Love this. This is such a gorgeous shade, and it would be wonderful as a blush. I actually want to use it as a blush at some point, but I would have to take this shade out of the palette so that it's easier for me to use it. But it is so pretty. You have a nice mirror, and these two palettes are actually magnetic. Like, you can actually like put them together. They won't stay like that if you like want to hold them like that, but they do stick together as like a one palette. And then there's the Glisten palette, the water activated liner palette. First of all, the packaging is just so cute. I love that packaging. And when it comes to the actual palette, I've used that so many times. I've used all of the shades, I think. Well, maybe I haven't used sound effect, because I have kind of similar shades or similar double pan from them in my singles, or like in the magnetic pans. But the rest of them, so many times, especially the white one, I've used that one like 9 times at this point. It's just so pretty. Let me actually find the spreadsheet. Yeah, a lot of them 3 to 4 times, especially like these pinky reds, because obviously it was Valentine. The yellow, because I need to use that, and I love using yellow. And then Strut, this one as well, and the blue one. And then the rest I've used once, a couple also twice, I think. And yeah, sometimes, especially for these double pans, sometimes I would use only one of the shades, sometimes both. So, you know, it's kind of harder to count because I count that as a one pan, even though it has 2 shades technically. But it is wonderful. I love Glisten formula. It's just such a easy to work with formula. It does dry up quite quickly, so like if you're gonna put a little bit of water and mix it, you only really have a couple seconds before it starts to dry up again, but you can always reactivate it. What I like about that is that it doesn't stay wet on your eyes for too long, because then it's, especially with hooded eyes, that is a nightmare. So I love the fact that it dries up quickly. You just have to mix it in the pan a little bit more and a bit more often. But then it creates a lot nicer look on the eyes. So absolutely okay with that. I love the palette. I love the fact that it's magnetic. It's just such a well done color story. You kind of have everything. Like, I feel like if you have this, I don't even know if you need any other wet liner palette. Maybe just buy like a shade or two of something that you're missing in this, but honestly, like, you pretty much have everything. You have yellows, greens, pinks, purples, blues, white, black, deep shades, light shades, pastels, neons. So like, if you need more than this, you must be like a pro at this. Like, it genuinely, most people will never need more than this. And then the last palette that we have here is from Nomad Cosmetics, which is the Polar Express palette that I love. I've been also trying the Chicago Speakeasy, but that one will be in my February's haul, because I actually hauled it in February, even though I tried it in... Wait a minute. When did I upload the review? Now I'm kind of questioning myself, because I know I've filmed at least the first look on my birthday, so that was the end of December. Did I really haul it? Or did I really upload the video a month later? Let me see. Yeah, I really did. I guess I must have like created a look or two and then abandoned that video. Anyways, so you're gonna see that in the next month. But this one is pretty nice. I love the blue part, gorgeous, and the neutral part, it makes sense to me. Like, it's neutrals that make sense to me. I'm not gonna probably use them all together. Like, I can see myself doing a neutral look with the matte shades and then using shimmers from my other palette. Overall, I love the formula of this. Love the mattes, love the shimmers. I'm realistically probably not really gonna use too much of the neutral shimmers in this palette. I can see myself using the Mr. C and maybe sometimes the first gift with like a really sparkly green or yellow in the first half of the lid and this in the outer half. I don't love the Christmas Carol on me personally because it's kind of like a green gold, and it's with these shades I tolerate, well, I like them when they're sparkly. This one is kind of more like a basic formula, so I don't really enjoy that when it comes to the shade Christmas Carol. And then the shade Believe, because it's red and I don't really wear red, and especially shimmers, they just don't really look too nice on me. But the mattes are really nice when it comes to the neutral part of this palette. The shimmers in the blue part and the matte in the blue part are stunning. The white matte, I did not know that no matte could do that. Polar Express, the central shade, so pretty, such a sparkly, soft multichrome, very pretty. Yeah, like I was pretty surprised with this formula. I think I like the Chicago Speakeasy a lot more than this. I just feel like I can do more and it's nicer in my opinion, but this is still a really nice palette. I don't think either of them will beat the how was it called? The Fuji palette, but it's still incredible. I've used it 8 times. I've used all the shades 3 times at least. Couple 4 times, and I've used the shade Christmas Carol only once. Yeah, I just kind of, I'm not like, I thought it's gonna be a lot more like gold orange, because when I saw the pictures I feel like it looked like that, and it does look like that in certain lights, but most of the time when I use it on the lid it's more like a green, and even though green is my favorite color, I don't like it with this because it's kind of like a rusty green gold, and that just doesn't really, I don't know, I just don't like it. So that's that. But I love everything about this palette. It's so cute and I just love the idea. Even though I don't like Polar Express as a movie, I just enjoyed the idea behind that and how cute and just Christmassy it is without being like annoyingly Christmassy, because I don't really enjoy Christmas too much. And I love the cutout and everything. Like, it's just a really nice collection. Speaking of Nomad, I actually ordered from them like a week ago, I think. They had a sale or some kind of special deal. I think there was some money off and also a free gift if you buy 2 pallets. I think that was the deal. You could choose a couple products, but when I was shopping from them, I think the only thing available was this Nomad Chicago Speakeasy candle, and then I also bought the 2 pallets. They're not like, I'm not hauling them per se. I haven't used any of this because it came today, but I want to show you since we were speaking about that, and I just want to. This is the Nomad Chicago Speakeasy candle. It's so pretty. It's like red with this kind of wooden top. It is quite fragrant and kind of like, I don't know, the first thing, it's almost like a laundry detergent, but then there's something really nice behind the laundry detergent. So I'm gonna have to burn it and see what it's about. But then I also got 2 of the big palettes, which I didn't even realize one of, like, I knew one of them is 18 pan, but I didn't realize that the other one is as well. I usually don't enjoy, well, not enjoy, but I feel like Nomad's 18 pans are a bit too big. Just the size of the palette feels too big. But I have the Haunted Europe, which I've been eyeing for forever. It's such a pretty palette. And then since I was there and I kind of really wanted this palette when it launched, I was kind of thinking I'm gonna dupe the Color Story, and then I just had no time, and now I have the original palette, but it's the ski palette. So pretty. And I think I'm gonna first play with the ski palette. I don't know if I'm gonna do that right now because I have a couple projects and I have to use my palettes that I want to haul in February, or like for February. And I have 3 palettes that I haven't used yet that I want to haul, sorry, that I want to film with at my house, but I'm not gonna be there for like a week, so maybe I'm gonna play with this one in the meantime. But this one is gorgeous. Let me just show you. First of all, this is so pretty, and also like the inside, it's such a nice color story. I like that you have equal amounts of shimmers and mattes, and the shimmers. When I got this, I first opened the Haunted Europe to make sure that it's not shattered, and the shimmers in this palette are so much sparklier just from the get-go. And this shot ski, this blue one, these shades, they're always like, I just can't not use that because it looks so yummy. And then the aperitif, it's like a deep green with gold sparkles. I need shade like that in my collection. Well, I probably already have, but anyways, I just need that. And you have 2 inner corner highlights. It's just so pretty. It's so pretty. I can't. I can't. I usually don't enjoy the layout of like the lightest to darkest, or like the, you know, the gradients too much. But here it looks so pretty, and it's such a, I don't know, visually cohesive color story. So pretty. So that's the ski palette. By the way, I can't wait for, I think it's on Monday, right? When the new guessing game will start. I can't wait to be part of that. I know I'm not gonna win, but I just really enjoy the guessing games. So we have this one. And then the Haunted Europe, the packaging, like the sleeve. Oh, oh, so pretty. I already know that this is gonna be like such a staple in my Halloween collection. And it has the lenticular. Is that how it's called? The lenticular packaging. That like it changes the picture, right? I never know if it's actually called lenticular. Like, sometimes I'm genuinely confused about the English language. But this one is just so pretty. Like, it's just so moody on one side, and then this pumpkin patch on the other side. It's just so gorgeous. And I mean, the shimmers are also pretty, but they look a lot more satin, especially compared to the previous palette. I can't wait to touch this. I'm probably not gonna touch it like too soon for this one because it's, first of all, not really a color story that I feel like right now too much. But no, I mean, I always feel like it's Halloween. But I have other things that I want to prioritize, but I might use the ski palette soon. Oh god, the packaging is so fun and so like cursed. Oh, I just enjoy this. Okay. Just, I completely understand people who need to collect Nomad because they are just so fun. And I feel like they put a lot of work into their products, not just like the destination that they pick, but also just everything that they pour into these palettes. It's so good. And then the last thing that I have here is actually skincare. I wasn't really trying too much of new skincare because I've had a lot of products that I've been using up, and now in the next like week or two I'm gonna start new skincare. But I have the CosRx Ultimate Nourish Rise Overnight Spa Mask. I've been meaning to buy this one for years. This one is so good. It is such a, like, it's just like a thicker moisturizer, right? And I think if you have dry skin, you can use this as a night moisturizer. But this one is the what is it called? What does it say? Enriched with more than 68.9% of rice extract, this mask provides intensive nourishment with deep moisture and brightening. It feels so soft and juicy on the face. It soaks up pretty quickly, but you still feel that like hydration, not stickiness or anything, but just like the plumpy, hydrated feel that you get. And my skin was wonderful in the morning. I've used this, I think, 3 or 4 times now. I even used it once. I used it with my retinol serum, and once I mixed my what is it called, like the self tanning drops into this. And both of these times, like, my skin looked so nice in the morning, and it felt really, really like plump and hydrated and very like soft. So this one definitely I want to try more from Cosrx. I know I've had one of these, like the Centella moisturizer. It was like in a little jar, and it had like a green stripe on it. I don't remember how it was called precisely, but it had Centella in there. And this one, and I think I had something else from them at some point, but I don't remember. Oh yeah, I had the was it the aloe sunscreen? It was like green, or maybe it was Centella. I'm not completely sure, but it's like a green, white, and black packaging. I do want to try more from them, because everybody loves them. They have a lot of things that I'm really interested in, and it's a Korean skincare brand, and I just really, really enjoy Korean products. They always work wonderfully for me. As I said, I have combination skin, and I feel like Korean skincare really works for people with combination skin. So at least that's like the general consensus. So yeah, I'm kind of tired. So that's everything for today. Let me know. Let me know which product was your favorite. If you have, so let me know if you have any of these products, or if you would like to get any of these products. And if you want me to do like more looks or use them in like a get ready with me or anything like that, definitely let me know down below. And also, what is the last thing that you bought for yourself? It doesn't have to be makeup, it can be skincare, fragrance, or anything else. Just let me know what was the last thing that you've bought for yourself. And it's gonna be everything for today. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll be super happy to see you tomorrow with another video. So bye.